Welcome back to our video series on the 5 major mistakes that clients make after being involved in a car accident. I'm Fernando Vargas. I've been handling car accident cases for almost 40 years, and in that time I have handled thousands and thousands of car accident cases. Mistake number 2, not taking good photographs of the scene, the vehicles, and your injuries is a problem that can be devastating to a client's case. Let me give you the first example. I had a client who was wearing her seatbelt, and the accident was so violent that she was thrown to the floorboards. And because she was thrown to the floorboards of the vehicle, the police concluded she was not wearing her seatbelt. The paramedics noted that she was not wearing her seatbelt. But in fact, she suffered these gnarly bruises on her thighs in the shape of seatbelt straps, which showed that she was wearing her seatbelt. Now, the client provided photographs, close-up photographs of her thighs, but it did not show us her face. It did not show whose thighs there were. And the very first thing the insurance company did in pushing back was arguing that she did not have her seatbelt on by stating, "How do we know those are her thighs?" Now, fortunately, I was able to go back into the medical records, and because she was transported by ambulance, everybody noted the bruising on her thighs in the shape of straps. So I was able to connect the dots, argue to the insurance company that that bruising was caused by the seatbelt that she was wearing, and that is what saved the day. Again, a photograph that would have showed the entire torso zooming in to the bruises would have been dramatically better and could have avoided a lot of problems for that client. There's also an opportunity, because we all have cell phones, to take videotape of the accident scene. And many times the videotape will document things that people don't take notice of at the scene for one reason or another, and that could prove to be vital evidence that can help us maximize the settlement value on your case. Remember too that photographs on the damage of a vehicle many times can help us put together a story that tells exactly how the accident happened. Not in all cases, but in some cases. However, many times clients want to take close-up photographs excuse me, so that we can see the damage to the vehicles. I'm going to put up on the screen a picture of a close-up photograph, and this is a photograph that shows a mistake. It's not how to take a photograph, because in this photograph that you see on the screen now, you don't have any understanding about what kind of car it is, whose car it is. We can't see the license plate. We don't really know anything about whether that's the front or the rear of the car. So it becomes very difficult now to make any opinions or conclusions about that photograph, and it's simply not helpful. Here's a second photograph that I'm now putting up on the screen. That photograph is another close-up that again doesn't show us anything. And what you see from these two examples is that the client's intention was to show us the damage to the vehicle, but the close-up is such a close-up that it's not a helpful photograph and doesn't really show us much. I'm going to put up a third photograph, and this one is a good photograph because it shows us the entire vehicle. And we can even see a little bit of the surroundings and the car behind the damaged car. So with today's technology, we can zoom in and look at the damages closely, but this photograph, because it shows the entire vehicle, is a good starting point, and it helps us. Now, if you take the bad photographs that I showed earlier on the screen and you use them with a good photograph, it starts to paint an entire picture that helps us see, oh, okay, this is part of that car. These photographs do show a close-up. So working together collectively, if you're going to take a picture of the vehicle, then with the next photograph you can zoom in a little bit more, and then take a third and a fourth and continue to zoom in with each picture, then it becomes helpful. Remember too that the video of the scene is going to capture all kinds of information that you might not know is important, that the officer preparing the report might not take down in his report, and it might be the key to the case that helps us settle your case for top dollar. So taking photographs of your injuries, taking photographs of the involved vehicles, not just yours but the other parties, is extremely critical to the process. If you've been involved in an accident and you've been injured as a result of that accident, call us. I'll get on the phone with you, I'll look at your photographs, I'll let you know whether or not those are going to be helpful, and if it's at all possible, we can retake photographs or do whatever is necessary to be able to protect your rights. You can call us at 833-4 million. Thanks for watching.